大家好，我是 Martin, and this is Short Stories brought to you by the Taichung Ke Language Center. Today we finally get to read a story from William Shakespeare. This one is called The Merchant of Venice. Like all Shakespeare plays, this is of course very famous and very popular. However, I've noticed that in the past few years it has become much less popular than Shakespeare's other plays, mostly because of its pretty obvious anti-Semitism. So it's a little bit of a controversial play. But it's still a very interesting play with lots of other interesting characters and themes. So what we will do today is first we will read the vocabulary and vocabulary example sentences. Then I will read the story to you so that you can listen to my beautiful voice. And at the end, I will read the listening comprehension questions to help you practice your understanding. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. Vocabulary. Merchant. Merchant. The wealthy merchant buys and sells different kinds of cloth. Owe. Owe. Philip owes Alyssa $200 because she lent him some money for lunch. Seek. Seek. The young man needed a lot of money for his business, so he went online to seek help. Condition. Condition. You can go out with your friends on one condition, that you are back by 11 p.m. Flesh. Flesh. In the fight, the knight cut the flesh on his enemy's leg. Due. Due. This book is due back at the library today, so let's return it later. No, you should return it now if it's due today. Jeez. Portrait. Portrait. The artist painted a portrait of the young French model. Wed. Wed. Amy and Maurice are engaged and will wed next spring. Reject. Reject. Rebecca suggested seeing a movie, but her friends rejected that idea. Court. Court. Elliot didn't deserve this parking ticket. He's going to fight it in court. Satisfied. Satisfied. Simone was very satisfied with her performance in the race. Cruel. Cruel. This law protects animals. People who are cruel to them will be fined. Proposal. Proposal. The organization made a proposal for how to use the city's large piece of land. Spill. Spill. Jason tripped and spilled his juice on the floor. Remind. Remind. The mother reminded her children to brush their teeth before they went to bed. Insist. Insist. The father insists that his children wear helmets whenever they ride scooters. Original. Original. This snack's original flavor was so much better Why did the company change it? Port. Port. At the port, the sailors are loading many supplies onto the large ship. That's it for vocabulary. Now I am going to read the story. Antonio is a respected Christian merchant who lives in Venice, Italy. His best friend, Bassanio, owes him a good deal of money, but has a plan for how to pay Antonio back. Bassanio will travel across the country to Belmont to win the hand of the beautiful heiress, Portia. To do so, he needs to appear rich. So, Bassanio seeks Antonio's help one last time. Antonio says he would lend the money to Bassanio if he could. However, the majority of his money is on his merchant ships, which are at sea. Antonio suggests that Bassanio ask Shylock for a loan and name Antonio as the guarantor. Shylock is a well-known Jewish moneylender in town who could give Bassanio the amount he needs. Shylock secretly hates Antonio, so he agrees to lend Bassanio the money for 3 months on one condition. If the amount isn't paid back in time, Antonio will have to pay Shylock with 1 pound of his flesh. Antonio expects his ships to be back before the money is due, so he agrees. When Bassanio arrives in Belmont, he and Portia immediately fall in love. However, Portia's father's will only allows his daughter to marry the man who passes his test. The father prepared 3 caskets, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 lead. One of the caskets has a portrait of Portia inside it. The man who chooses this casket can wed the heiress. Unlike the other men, Bassanio rejects the gold casket as well as the silver one. He opens the lead one to find Portia's picture, and the two get married. Bassanio's happiness is cut short when he receives a shocking letter from Antonio. The merchant says his ships have been lost at sea. He'll have to pay Shylock a pound of flesh, which will surely kill him. Bassanio instantly leaves Belmont with money for Antonio. Back in Venice, Bassanio and Antonio meet Shylock in court and offer him the money. The moneylender isn't satisfied, though. The Christians of Venice have always been cruel to the Jewish businessmen like Shylock, and now he wants revenge. Before anything terrible happens, Portia arrives disguised as a lawyer. She offers Shylock 3 times the amount of what he is owed, but he refuses her proposal. Portia tells the court that Shylock is dead on. The agreement is legally binding. She tells Shylock he must be careful, though. He must cut off exactly 1 pound of flesh without spilling even 1 drop of Antonio's blood. If he fails, all of Shylock's lands and goods will be taken away. Shylock quickly changes his mind and decides that he'll accept the large payment instead. But Portia says no. She reminds him that it was he himself who insisted on following the original agreement. In addition, as the deal would have killed Antonio, Portia states that Shylock tried to break the law. Thus, all of his money will be taken away. Antonio's life is saved, and he and Bassanio thank the lawyer. Portia surprises her husband when she reveals it had been her all along. What's more, Antonio's ships later arrive in port, making him rich once again. Okay, so this is a story about lending and borrowing money. And I want to make that clear because in Chinese, lend and borrow are the same word. But in English, they are different words. So let me explain a little bit. Antonio and Bassanio. Bassanio has to borrow money from Shylock. Okay, so he's taking the money. Shylock is lending the money. That means he's giving it out. So lend is to give, and borrow is to take. Okay, that's how it works. All right, let's do the listening comprehension questions. I will read 4 questions. You try your best to answer them. Question number 1. Why did Bassanio need money? A. He was a gambler. B. He owed Antonio money. C. He wanted to marry a wealthy heiress. D. Both B and C. The answer is, of course, D. He owed Antonio money and he wanted to marry the heiress so he could pay back Antonio the money. But before he could marry the heiress, he had to borrow more money from Shylock. Wow, this Bassanio guy is really, really bad with money. He's terrible. Question 2. Shylock agrees to lend Bassanio the money on one condition. What is that condition? A. Bassanio must pay back 3 times the amount he borrowed. B. Bassanio must let Shylock marry Portia. C. Antonio must give Shylock a pound of his flesh if he can't pay him back. D. Antonio must give Shylock a gold casket. The answer is C. Antonio must give Shylock a pound of his flesh if he can't pay him back. Now this is a little bit complicated because Bassanio is the one borrowing the money, but Antonio is the guarantor. The guarantor is the person that kind of guarantees that the money will be paid back. So one person will borrow, but another person will guarantee the borrowing. That's called the guarantor. So if the borrower fails to pay back the money, that means the guarantor has to pay it back for him. And in this case, instead of money, it's a pound of flesh. Question 3. Which casket contained Portia's portrait? A. The lead one. B. The gold one. C. The silver one. D. The wood one. The answer is A. Lead. Remember, not all that glitters is gold. Question 4. Who saved Antonio? A. Bassanio. B. Portia. C. Shylock. D. Portia's father. The answer is B. Portia. She disguised herself as a man, as a lawyer, and she argued for his case in court. And she won without any training whatsoever. Wow. It must have been very easy to be a lawyer back then. Well, that's it for today. I would like to wish you the best of luck in your economic ventures in the future. Have a good day. Bye-bye.